By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Witwatersrand for the conferment of degrees, diplomas, and certificates. Good afternoon, Sanibonani, and welcome. We meet under very different circumstances while we are facing the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic. Some family members have lost their lives, and my sincere condolences to those that are affected, and may their souls rest in peace. Some of us or some of our families are not well, and for them, we wish them a speedy recovery. COVID-19 is only one of the challenges we face as a country. We are facing 3 pandemics. It's COVID-19, it's gender-based violence and femicide, and also the worst inequality in the world. Your success that we celebrate today should not be overshadowed by all these challenges, but it should be a challenge for you to make a contribution to change each one of them. And it is within each one of us to be able to make the difference. Your excellent education that you received from this university should enable you to think beyond just yourself. Whatever career you have chosen, you can make a difference. Your generation has to deliver economic freedom for all South African citizens, equality and equity for all gender and all social identities, and we will be there to support you, and we expect a lot from you. We do congratulate you, but not only you, your parents and your families that have supported you, and the academic staff that have made it possible for you to achieve this very important milestone. Siyanibongela, halala. We wish you a prosperous future in everything that you do, doing it with respect and integrity at all times, flying the Wits flag high. I call upon the Vice-Chancellor, elect, acting, Professor Vilakazi, to present our 2 candidates for an honorary doctorate.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request that you confer on Professor Emeritus Isidore Segal the degree of Doctor of Science in Medicine, honoris causa, and on Bonisile John Gani the degree of Doctor of Literature, honoris causa.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Science in Medicine, honoris causa, on Professor Emeritus Isidore Segal, and I confer the degree of Doctor of Literature, degree honoris causa, on Bonisile John Gani. Today, candidates will be presented for degrees in the 5 faculties: Faculty of Commerce, Law and Management, the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment, the Faculty of Humanities, the Faculty of Health Sciences, and the Faculty of Science. I confer degrees on the persons whose names appear on the graduation program. We now will have the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Adam Habib, address the congregation. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, colleagues, graduates, especially our PhD graduates, but all our graduates, all of those who are being honored for their postgraduate degrees which they have earned. Welcome to this graduation ceremony. I'm sorry that it's taking the form that it is now, a virtual graduation ceremony. But it is important that we honor this milestone of each one of you. You know, each one of you represents hope for a nation. You are, with your postgraduate degrees, with your PhDs, are going to be playing the role of leaders in our society. You are going to be playing the role of teachers and academics who teach a new generation of students. See, we can't resolve the challenges of our society, the deep divides that we've inherited, without education being the midwife to enabling that. And you are the individuals that will train this new generation. This is why we went out of our way to celebrate this milestone. It's important for you. It's important for your family. But it's important for us as an institution and for us as a nation. I also want to welcome John Carney and Isidore Siegel, whose 87th birthday is today. Congratulations to both of you. You have done incredibly well. And this Lifetime Achievement Award is being allocated by us to each one of you for the incredible contributions you have made to your professions, to your disciplines, to the society, and to the world. To the graduates, I want to say, treasure the fact that you are graduating from the University of Witwatersrand. I know there were times when you were angry with this institution. There were times when you felt alienated from this institution. But this, with all of its warts, this institution is a great institution. It's a great institution because at every moment of our nation's history, we've made a fundamental contribution towards progress. Each generation of our graduates made a fundamental contribution to progress in our society. See, this is one of those institutions on this continent that is truly capable of competing with the world. It's truly capable of competing with the best institutions in this world. Think about this. In the midst of this pandemic, where are the clinical trials being done? Which are the academics that are leading the debates on economic policy? Who is providing the kinds of PPEs, the protection equipment that is required for the frontline workers? Much of it comes from within this institution. This is why this institution is so special. You see, despite all of its warts, it is an institution that is beyond race, that is beyond class, that is beyond culture. And it is this institution that teaches you as much outside the classroom as it does within. And the skill sets, the soft skill sets that you learn outside the classroom is what truly transforms you into great leaders, into great academics and great teachers and great citizens. And it's this is the reason why Wits is so special. And you will continue the tradition of Wits in your professions, if you come to the academy, and you will be developing future generations of students, future generations of professionals. But I want to leave you on this special day with 3 specific messages. The first I want you to remember is when you graduate here, in whatever professions you find yourself in, if you find yourselves in the academy at this institution or any other, remember, speak truth to power. I don't mean speak truth to state power, because that's what progressives are fond of interpreting this maxim. They seem to assume that when we suggest speak truth to power, they assume state power. I mean all forms of power. Indeed, speak truth to the state, but speak truth to the powers within society, within social movements, within civil society, within the variety of institutions you reside in. Because unless we have the courage to speak truth to power, to all forms of power, we will never be able to have the public deliberations that will allow us to develop the solutions to heal our society. So never forget, the hallmark of a Witsie is to always speak truth to power, all forms of power. My second message is hug your loved ones. It is your loved ones who've helped you to earn your degree. No one succeeds on their own. You always truly succeed because of your loved ones and those around you. And often we take those around us for granted. But in this moment of pandemic, in this moment of COVID-19, when we lose so many of our loved ones, before we confront that outcome, please turn around, say thank you, give them a hug, and tell them that you truly appreciate all that you have done, all that they have done for you. And then my final message, in whatever profession you find yourself, in whichever institution you find yourself, lend a helping hand to those that are more unfortunate than you. You see, none of us can truly succeed. None of us can be truly comfortable. None of us can be happy with the wealth that we would have, so long as there are others that are disadvantaged. Because so long as we have the deep inequalities in our society, so long will we remain a socially and politically polarized society. So each one of you, in your own little ways, make a small contribution to addressing both poverty and inequality. Help a helping hand whenever you can. And so I want to end here with those three messages. I want to congratulate each one of you again. This is a significant milestone in your career. And I want you to use this opportunity to spend this moment in appreciation to your family, to those around you, and to say thank you to each one of them. But in the end, remember that you got this degree at Wits, and Wits gives you the edge. Thank you very, very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the proceedings for today. Congratulations again, Allah. Please keep safe, protect yourselves and those that you love against COVID by acting responsibly and following the guidelines that we receive from our government on ensuring that we stay free from COVID till there is a vaccine and/or treatment. I wish you well. And now, by virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby dissolve the congregation of the University of the Witwatersrand. I thank you. Hambani kahle. Goodbye.